As mentioned in the previous video, I'll be explaining you different transitions and flow techniques. Here I have a few examples from my own edits. There are a few I really like using, but we'll come to that later. So the few basic ones are like zooming out of characters. As you can see, this is zoom followed by zoom followed by zoom, and if you preview this really fast, you can see that this is a really satisfying flow because it just looks very smooth. And I wouldn't do zoom flows where you like go zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in. If you're going to do this, just stick to one, like zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. And for example, if you want to finish one of these, I like using a mask or anything. Like if you don't have any zoom clips anymore, or you're tired of the zoom out thing, just like put a mask over this and transition to a new one. Another thing which is very interesting is let me remove this effect. As you can see, he is doing the fireball jutsu. He's just, as you can see, he's moving. Like there's a lot of movement, as mentioned earlier. The blurs aren't good. This is a really bad scene. As you can see now, he is in this position, and if you take this clip where Madad is in a very similar position, you can pretty much make it look really smooth, going from this to this, and it will basically look very smooth, as we can see now. Another example for this is the camera zooming in, and it gets closer to Caster, the character here. And as you can see, like this is a clip where it zooms towards Saber. Let me do this, and you can look for a fitting part where it looks like the camera zooming in. As you can see, they're in a similar position. This is zooming into her face, like this clip is zooming into her face too, and if we look at that, it just looks really smooth. Yeah, another example would be this here. Gon is moving towards the camera, and like exactly here, you can see that this clip, they look really they look extremely similar. This is a perfect example, and the thing is, I found this the transition was purely coincidence when I did that, but now as you can see, this is perfect. He's moving into the camera and his face is moving to the right side, such as this one where he is moving to the right side. And if we look at this, you'll see what I mean. This looks like, this doesn't even look edited anymore. This looks like it's I don't know how to explain it. Then what I like to use after this is, like, you can see the screen is getting really red and blurry, and this clip, this is really red and blurry too. And if you just like put this here, it will look like this is if we look at this, you can see that this looks really smooth. Like, as I said, this looks similar. Boom, similar scene, continues, and another similar scene, and you could just like continue, like you could look for a scene where the character is in this position, and blah blah blah. Another thing I like to use is where the character is punching towards the screen, and you can see the punch come really close to the point where the fist is almost covering the screen. And then I like taking another screen where the character is punching the scene and reverse it. As you can see here, this is reversed, and just blend them in together, and then it looks like he's punching in and she's pulling the punch out. Like yet another example. I'm gonna render this first. Like, this is better. He's punching the camera, he's pulling his fist out of the camera, and then this clip followed by another clip where they look really similar, because like this is a known scene of the episode. This is another scene, another flow or transition, whatever you want to call it. Like a flow with good transition is where the camera is moving in a similar rhythm, or like to the same point. As you can see, the camera is kind of circling around the colossal titan, and let me render this first. Like the camera is moving, circling around him, then boom, followed by the same camera move circling around them, and then circling around this thing, zooming in. Just like the zoom out, the same, but in a really smooth way. This was in one of my AMVs. You'll see how it zooms out and out and out and out, and it just looks smooth. Like this is really good flow, and it always looks good. Like you can see zooming out, boom, zooming out, character coming in, zooming out, clap, zooming out, eye transition, zooming out. Another example, like Madara moving into the camera, followed by Naruto in a similar position, zooming out. Yeah, I hope you could learn something new. If you have any questions, just ask, leave it in the comments. And always never forget turning off resampling if you're using Sony Vegas. I might do a tutorial about masking and how to make smooth masks. I hope you could learn something new, and peace out.